presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. On the Tampa sideline, a look at the Buccaneers head coach. These guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other side, the head coach of the Rams. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, you say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So that's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out, and I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
It's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It's a big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Open man, left side, he's got it. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On play action, it's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They go play action with Stafford. That is caught that corner of the end zone. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Rams. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He fields it at the 8. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads the route. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Baker gonna give it to Evans. That's gonna be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I think this is one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys, run it up the middle on 3rd and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Second time they've connected on the drive. This one goes for 17 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On second down, Baker. And he'll take it on in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his second TD catch of the season. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. He's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Moving to his right. Now he takes off. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On first down, Stafford. Hauled in on the left by Nakua. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 2.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Stafford now on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. The handoff, it's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a pity 'cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing. They know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around.
From the 22, 43. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, it's Williams. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, right back to Williams. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
Elijah Cansey. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
5. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. On the move left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job on the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. Slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up some pretty good gains.
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Stafford gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He's looking for Blake Corum out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target. He comes through for him there.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Cook. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Pass pulled in by Irving. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On first down is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their second. Buck will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the New England Patriots.
Ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Give. This is Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otton. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. first down, it is Williams. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First and 10 now from the 36. Play action now for Stafford. That's caught by Puka. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They run over center with Williams. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And the Rams, first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On first down, Stafford. That ball's in on the left by McCool. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. This one is pulled in on the feet and bounds. Yes! Well, Matthew Stafford has been so good for so long. Career touchdown pass, number 400. Another moment to remember.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Hardy now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Buccaneers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's first down for Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Hopkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down. To throw is Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. Baker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 3. Throwing is Baker. Throw across his body is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Here's Irving, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's Ibuka in motion. On second down, Baker will swing this out wide to Irving. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 2 scores. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. On the ground, it's Gorham to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. Without a stop, your opponent's not going to get the ball back. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. is inside the 30-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
All you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line. They are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Mayfield to throw. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. From the 48-yard line. Here is 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 48.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken
4
down.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They send Evans in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Mayfield. That one thrown behind his target. And it'll be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Second down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kellen Witherspoon.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go again with Williams. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. It's not going to lose yardage, not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13.
Blue 60!
On the ground, this is Williams. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Pretty obvious they're just trying to catch the defense off guard. Everyone's thinking 3rd and long. That's a passing down. And we're going to sneak a run in. So give credit to this defense. They were well prepared for both run and pass, and they don't fall for it.
On 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. That's taken in at the 50. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Evans. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
Gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
now Mayfield over the middle. That's Godwin. Running there in the red zone. He does not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Yep. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into the deficit.
Buccaneers 17.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to build on the solid